today we're going to do an Icad, do some inspiration Icads, or index cards, because Icad's one supposed to be an index card a day, but I don't usually get a chance to do them every day, so you can do an index card a week or whatever suits what you have. So these are index cards. They're like recipe cards, and they're measure 3 inches by 5 inches, I think it was. So yeah, I think that was the measurements. So it's just the ones you buy in the pack here. Let's see if I might even have the name of the pack of index cards. Yes, it's 3 inches by 5 inches right there. So some ideas for these cards. So what I did here is I have jelly plate printed. I have a 3x5 jelly plate, and I was doing jelly prints with them. So that's a good idea for some backgrounds, which is really nice. You could also do the rub-off or whatever paper that you get from jelly prints. This is a rub-off paper from something, I can't remember what, and you can use strips and pieces of this, stamp them up, put them on there. I just want to share some ideas. Here's a punch, a border punch, and it's a very nice punch, and you can just do the, sorry, do I have something stuck in there? Do the papers. This one's really neat because you can match up the butterflies. Get in the center here. Match up the butterflies to know where you left off. I use sometimes these punches if I need a bookmark or something too for myself. And these punches are good for making borders for your journals as well. So I'm just wiggling it to get some of the pieces to fall through. So this is on computer paper, so it's not very stiff, but that's what I use to get, for some reason it's stuck, to get my rub off. Just use a toothpick there to get that off. So this could be used for a piece of the index card that you're making. Just like this right here, making a nice little border, as well as journal making. And I know I'm kind of trying to guess where I'm at in my camera here. I have it pretty low. Also, you can keep the butterflies, but also I found that these little pieces here, if you're doing them on a nice paper that has some pattern on it, you can keep these as borders. Look at that, for ATCs and or these Icads. You can arrange them for borders, and so that's just an idea that you can do. Then you could tear them, whatever, but it makes a nice little, look at the border, like it makes a nice little border piece, doesn't it? So I thought that was a really interesting thing. So if you have punches, look at what's left over behind to see what you can use for other projects. So I have a little baggie here of all these little leftover border pieces, and I thought I would use for an Icad or an index card. So you can, like I said, have your background started for you. And I'm just going to use, let's say, I'll use this red one here. And you can start from scratch. You can just add tissue paper, whatever. But it's all good and fun and just enjoyable to relax and just paste a bunch of stuff on and enjoy yourself. So I am going to make a choice of stamps, and I know if you guys can hear me over here, I just wanted to do that. And we're on our way to make it. I have my Mod Podge here on the side, open up, and we're just going to go with that. So I have a container on the side. This is a little like butter margarine container that somebody used for crafts that I ended up inheriting through getting crafts through people. There's washi tape and stuff I got in racks. I like to use racks for my Icads because I think they're really cool. I have bus tickets. These ones are from my daughter went to Ontario, Ottawa, something like that. Toronto. There you go, Toronto. So you can use something like that. There's another one. So, there's other punches you can use. Hearts. I got shapes from people too. Scrap papers here. Some scrap from another project I just saved. And if it's savable, why not? Here's a little piece of scrap from another project that I saved. So just have a little container, and once it gets to say a certain height and fill, here's another scrap. You could probably go through and see what you like the best and what you don't, and what you can get rid of. Like, you don't want to hoard, but it's nice to use up some of your stuff. So here's another piece. So I'm just going to put some glue down. I'm actually going to use my larger glue, and I'm just going to put glue down. And I'm going to start putting things down here. So I'm going to put this down. I think I'll put a piece of heart. And just play and add texture, visual texture, like this. And I'm going to cherish all this, like, you know, moment of just chillaxing, relaxing, and crafting. So here's a piece. This paper I got from Cherit, I think her name is pronounced. And yeah, why not use it? I have a piece of her in my art that she gave me in Happy Meal. So here is some paper I picked up at the Chinese mall. And I used it for something, obviously, and kept my edges because I did, because I do that. So it's all nice here. So let's see here. I have the rub off on my, what's that called? Stamped paper. So I could just, not stamped, jelly prints, rub off. So I can add some of that on there, just because I want the color or whatever. So there's quite a bit of layers on that already. So let's see what else I want to add. So I wanted to look at some borders. So I had just punched those ones out there, but I think I want to add a little bit of green. So I'm going to get my smaller brush going here. And I'm going to see what I can add for some color. And I'm putting a lot of glue, but that's okay. You guys do whatever. You could even use your glue stick to put these down. So, and I like this orange, and I'm thinking I want to put some orange up here. And it makes nice little borders. I like it. Here's some pink. So just keep a container and be good about it and say, okay, once this is full, I'm going to go through it and empty out what I don't need. If it's rack stuff, that's different, but if this is scrap stuff, it's easier to go through and, you know, keep what you want. And rack stuff, it's good to go through all that and use that with your stuff, because people love to see you use their rack and gifts in your work. So that's really cool. So this one here, I'm going to tear and put it right there. And there is my border. I think I need a little piece there. My kids are screaming for each other. Oh, my daughter's in the bath, so she's hard of hearing, so she doesn't have her hearing aids on, so she can't hear a thing. So she probably forgot her towel and is calling her sister to rescue her. So that is a pile of yumminess. So don't forget to keep all your scraps and stuff and go through them and enjoy them. And these index cards are a little, just a little thing to play on, right? So you don't have to worry about it. Now I'm going to move this stuff back this way, and I'm going to dry this up. So, guys, the noise is going to pop in your ears there. And now we have this piece, and I did get some glue back there, but that's okay. Flip it over. I'm going to cut off the edges here, trim off the edges. No problemo. I've got some glue there, but I'm not too worried about it. So now I have this beautiful textured, look at all that texture. Now this is just piling it on. Now we can leave it and do a bunch of these and then have them ready. Or you can just play from here. So what would I like to do? I'm going to grab some colors. I have these colors, and I'm not sure if I have used them. I'm not sure if I showed them to you guys really well yet. They're Play Color Flow. They're called Instant Play Color, and they're in this tube that's like a glue stick, and they are very creamy. They're not water soluble, but they're very creamy, and they're supposed to be like easy poster paint type of thing to write up in posters and whatnot. So I am going to use some of these for some color, to add on some color. They dry really quickly, so you don't even have to use anything to dry them up. They spread really nice on Mod Podge, so that's nice. But they're not water soluble, so I'm sure they're washable. They're easy to wipe up, but they're just not like watercolors or anything like that. So I tried them out, and so I can add some color like that. Or you can add whatever paints, watercolor sprays, whatever you like. But it makes a nice, cute little project. So I got these ones here, and they're the pen version, and these ones are metallics. I also have the same colors of the other ones in the pen version. The metallic, Play Color metallic, and it's exactly the same thing except for in this pen travel version. And I'm going to use like the blue for the border, the navy dark blue, and it's got a metallic. So I'm going to add that to my border. And I'm going to spread it. It spreads nice on Mod Podge, so that's nice. And perhaps I'm going to add a little bit of purple on top. Just really messily, that's not a word, but you know what I mean. Just so then the blue will come through as well. And there is my Icad. So I'm going to grab my ink pad, and I'm going to stamp a word, but I'm actually thinking I want to add a little more to it. So I'm going to add the first piece here, and that's going to be Cherish. And I'm going to add it right here. And you might have to go over a marker, I don't know, depending on how well it prints out for you, or how happy you are with it. So I might have not gotten the ink as well on there. Trying to go quickly. So it's Cherish, and find the joy in the little things. And this little thing here is Icad. I found joy in. So another thing I like to do is I like to spritz or splash some ink in there on it, maybe like little splash marks. So I found these on sale. You can get different inks on sale, and I grab a toothpick and I just splatter, splatter, splatter. And if you get it on your printed words, if you dip or dab your whatever you use to wipe up your messes, cloth, you can pull some of the ink so you can still read your words. So you just dab it on there, and then you can go over it again with whatever pens that you have, your ink pens. But that's it. That's something I love to do, is using this gold. There's also silver. There's all colors. I also have it in white because I like to splatter the white a lot. So that's really cool. It's something I like to use. So I hope you guys like this Icad. And this Icad's just to cherish. Like I said, cherish. Find the joy in little things. I do happen to have the stamps, but just find the joy. So my project for this Icad or index card is just to find the joy and just layering all your scraps and pieces that you have. And yeah, and have fun. Talk to you later, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.